Morning, Miss.
Morning, Miss. Hi, Miss. Morning, Miss.
Morning, Miss.
Good morning. Talia, this is a grade 6 science session.
Okay. Morning, Miss.
Good morning, dear. Ready for tomorrow's quiz?
Yeah.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Miss.
Miss.
Hi, Miss. Okay, one more minute and we will start. Today we will
Hi, Miss.
solve. Hi, Miss. So one more minute and we will start. Today we will solve the two first worksheets for this semester. For tomorrow's quiz, you have to study to prepare two lessons. Two lessons for tomorrow's quiz. Reproduction of insects and levels of organization in human body. Okay? Yalla, let's
Okay,
start
Miss.
Hey, Miss.
with the first worksheet.
Okay.
Okay? Two rules. Two rules. Write your full name. Write your full name in here, so I can make sure that you are all here with me. And second, when I call your name, you can give the answer. Okay? So mute yourself. When I call you, you can unmute yourself and give the answer.
Hi, Miss.
Hi, Miss. Yalla. Mute and let's start. So the first worksheet is about reproduction of insects. And we said that reproduction of insects happens in 5 stages. First of all, fertilization happens inside the female's body. Then the female lays the eggs. The eggs hatch and a larva goes out of, one larva goes out of one egg. This larva sheds or molts 4 times and grows fast and turns into a caterpillar. The fully grown larva, which is the caterpillar, spins a cocoon around its body and sheds for the last time and turns into a nymph, which is a young insect that looks like the adult one. Then the cocoon bursts or break and an insect goes out of the cocoon. So before we start arranging these steps, let's put the word.
Sorry for interrupting, but isn't this the worksheet for last week?
We didn't solve it. We didn't make it.
Okay.
So
Thanks.
today we will solve worksheet number 1 and worksheet number 2. This question is for all of you. We will complete the words all together. We have three words: butterfly, larva, and nymph.
Miss.
Hi, Miss. Butterfly, larva, and nymph. You can unmute yourselves. I'm talking with all of you now. Hatching. What hatches from an egg? Is it a butterfly, a larva, or a nymph? What should I write in here, in this space, in the first place?
Butterfly.
Larva.
It's a larva. It's a larva.
Larva.
It's a larva. So a small creature, a small organism that looks like worm hatches from an egg. So it's a larva that hatches from the egg. Cocoon burst. When the cocoon breaks, what comes out of the cocoon? A nymph or a butterfly?
The butterfly.
A butterfly. Excellent. A fully grown insect.
Butterfly.
Butterfly. So what do we still have? What is formed after the fifth shedding? We still have the nymph, which is the young insect. Yalla, let's put them in order. And now I'm talking with all of you. Still asleep يا جماعة? عندي best two who are معي. I'm talking with all of you. You can unmute yourselves. What
Yes, miss.
Yeah. What is the first step? What happens first? And the hatching, cocoon burst, four moltings, egg laying. Eggs laying. What do you think?
It's
Miss,
eggs
the egg
laying.
first.
Yes.
So eggs laying is the first one?
No, it's the over-fertilization.
Miss, yes,
No,
isn't
Miss,
it
not
the
the
over-fertilization?
It's the fertilization that happens first. A sperm, which is a male sex, fertilizes the ovum inside the female insect body. This is number one. Yalla, what's number two? What happens after fertilization?
Female's body. The eggs laying.
Eggs laying. The insect lays the eggs on the plant's leaves. That's two. Then, what happens? Hatching. Then one larva hatches from each egg. This is hatching. A larva goes out of the egg. Then,
Miss, four successive sheddings.
wait. This larva sheds 4 times and grows fast.
And the fifth shedding turns it into a nymph.
Before the fifth shedding, when the larva sheds 4 times, it stops eating, and what does it do? What does the caterpillar do?
It does cocoon spinning.
It spins
a leaf around himself.
It spins a cocoon around its body. And inside the cocoon,
it does its fifth shedding.
It sheds for the fifth and the last time, and
then it bursts into a butterfly.
And then the cocoon breaks and a butterfly goes out of the insect. Okay, listen to me. It's not hard at all. أول شيء, fertilization happens inside the female's insect body. Then, after fertilization, the female lays the eggs on the plant's leaves. One larva goes out of each egg, and this larva grows fast. It feeds on the plant's leaves, and it sheds 4 times. After the 4th shedding, it stops growing, it stops eating, and it spins a cocoon around its body. Inside the cocoon, the larva or the caterpillar sheds for the 5th time and turns into a nymph, which is a young insect. Now it looks like the fully grown insect, بعدين at least last the cocoon bursts, it breaks, and a fully grown insect goes out of the cocoon. When does the insect start its metamorphosis? أول شيء what's metamorphosis؟ شو هو الميتامورفوسيس؟
It's the whole process.
The whole process of what?
It's when insects they change their.
Okay, so it's the change.
Yes.
The change. Do all animals go through this metamorphosis, this change?
No.
No.
Not
That
all of them.
insects go through during their life cycles. It's the set of transformations. The insect changes a lot. It changes its form. This change is called metamorphosis. مش كل animals go through metamorphosis. Insects go through metamorphosis. They change a lot. When does this metamorphosis start? At which stage? 1, 2, 3, 4. عندكم 7 stages.
2.
2 بعده it's an egg. When does the larva start growing and changing its form?
4.
The cocoon spinning?
When it starts eating and it sheds for 4 successive.
أول ما larva goes out of the egg, when the larva goes out of the egg, it starts growing. So, when does metamorphosis start?
3.
3. من larval stage.
3.
Larval stage. So, at stage 3. Any questions about this? Any questions about this question? Is everything clear?
Yes, is everything clear?
Yes. Is everything clear? خليني أشوف من عندك.
Yes.
Yes.
Is everything clear? I still cannot hear you.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Let's continue. This is the life cycle of a butterfly. Let's try to put these steps in order, command. The wings of the butterfly dry and the insect is ready to fly. This is, I'm reading the sentences. The butterfly feeds on the leaves. The larva butterfly feeds on the leaves. A butterfly lays its eggs under plant leaves. The larva turns into a caterpillar. The caterpillar sheds its outer skin and turns into a pupa. Yalla. What is the first one?
The butterfly lays its egg.
The butterfly lays its egg. This is one.
The first one is the last one.
The butterfly lays the eggs. بعد eggs, what happens?
The butterfly larva
Feeds on the milkweed leaves.
طيب. And the egg, larva. Then the larva grows.
The larva turns into a caterpillar.
This is the fully grown larva. بعدين the larva turns into
turns into a pupa.
Okay, خلصنا caterpillar. What is the fourth step? Last one or the first one?
The wings of the
new butterfly dries and becomes an insect.
So the wings dry, the insect is ready to fly. بعدين آخر وحدة هي the caterpillar sheds its outer skin.
Oh no,
No, the caterpillar skin and
This is number 4.
The first one is number 5.
Bravo. And the first one is number 5. Bravo يا مي. طيب. أول شيء egg, larva, pupa, and adult insect. هي هون الأربعة stages of the insect growth, insect life cycle. Egg, larva, pupa, وadult. Egg, larva, pupa, adult. Egg, larva, pupa, adult. أول شيء the insect lays the eggs on the leaves. The larva feeds on the leaves. It grows. It sheds 4 times, but then it becomes a caterpillar. The caterpillar هي fully grown larva. بعدين this caterpillar spins a cocoon بتصير pupa. بعدين the cocoon bursts and the insect goes out of the cocoon. Last question, we're talking about the fruit fly. يلا. The fruit fly is found in hot areas all over the world. It lays its eggs in the cracks of the orange skin and other fruits. The larvae that are called maggots find their food inside the fruits. The fruits end up falling from the tree. Where does a fruit fly lay its eggs?
Miss, can I answer?
Yes, I'm listening.
Miss, in the crack of an orange and some fruits. Other fruits, I mean.
Eggs in the crack of the orange.
Great. It lays its eggs in the cracks of the
orange.
Of the orange skin and other fruits. Just copy the answer من text. It's written in the text. Indicate what a fruit fly larva feeds on. What do larvae
find their food inside the fruit?
Okay, great.
They
find their food inside the fruits. Bravo. Yalla, let's put these in order. Adult fruit fly, egg, and maggot. And look, maggots and the larvae تبع الفruit flies. Okay? Maggots are the larvae of the
first
fruit
one.
fly.
Egg, then maggot, then adult fruit fly.
Bravo. Egg,
Egg, maggot, adult fruit.
egg. بعدين عندنا larva, which is the maggot. And
maggot.
the adult.
And then adult fruit fly.
Adult fruit fly. Any questions about reproduction of insects?
No.
اعمل a quick revision ولا خلاص you got it? شو يا أبطال؟
No, miss, we
بعمل
got
quick
it.
revision ولا you understood everything?
No, I understand.
Can you please do a quick revision because I kind of forgot them.
يلا رح أعمل هيك. Okay. First of all, fertilization happens. I'm not gonna write everything, بس هحط notes, okay? Fertilization inside the female body. The sperm fertilizes an ovule inside the female insect's body. بعدين the female lays the eggs when? On the plant's leaves. بعدين a larva hatches from the egg. One larva from each egg. This larva that looks like worm, the larva feeds on the plant's leaves. It grows fast. And how many times does it molt? How many times does it molt?
5.
It molts.
5.
ليش 5? It molts 4 times.
4.
It molts 4 times. Molting يعني shedding يعني losing. It loses its skin. Changes its skin. هيدا molting يعني. بعدين the fully grown larva شو اسمها؟ It's called فاتن اسمها؟
Adult insect.
شو اسمها الفولي grown larva؟
Butterfly. Oh, nymph.
The fully grown larva شو اسمها؟
Butterfly.
Caterpillar. Thank you. It's a caterpillar. شو بتعمل هلا الكاتربيلر؟
It does a cocoon. It does a cocoon and goes inside the cocoon and it sheds inside the cocoon for the 5th time.
شو بتعمل inside the cocoon؟
It sheds for the 5th time.
It sheds for the 5th time. هون بتصير النمل.
And then it becomes a nymph, and then it becomes an adult butterfly.
It breaks the cocoon. مش عارفة إذا double T. And an insect goes out of the cocoon. Okay. هيا هون عندي fertilization. Fertilization هيدي inside the female body. هون عندي الأج وهودي كلهم larva. هون هودي كلهم larva. هون عندي pupa and adult. عشان هيك بقول life cycle of an insect هو in 4 steps: egg, larva, pupa, adult. Egg, larva, pupa, adult. Any questions about reproduction of insects? هيدا هو the whole lesson. Any questions? No? Okay, thank you. أنا بسأل أنا بجاوب. أسيل, good morning. غدي, حلا, بواب, فعانة, آدم, شغري. I miss your voices. وين محمد جواد عيسى? I saw his name. محمد Jawad, I'm glad that you're here with us. Are you listening to me?
Yes, miss.
Yes.
I was your name. Anyway, I lost internet connection for a few minutes. Muhammad Jawad Isa, I'm glad that you are here with us. Leia Kaman, Maryam, Marwa, Tala, Samia. Is everything clear? Sharafuddin Lamar, I miss you.
Yes.
Okay, so great.
Me too.
Yalla, let's move now to the second worksheet that talks about levels of organization in the human body, which is too much different than the first lesson. In the body, our bodies are organized in a very good way. Okay, use the terms below to fill in the blanks. We have to put them in order. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How is our body organized? What do we start with? The first one, number 1, what is it?
Cell.
It's a cell. Thank you. Is this Hadi?
A cell.
هيدي is a cell. Bravo, Mariam and Marwa, you can answer without raising your hand. It's okay, Yalla, you can give the answer. So number one is the cell. Our bodies are made of trillions of cells. But then the group of similar cells, of same cells, build what? What does it build?
Tissue.
A tissue.
Tissue.
Great. A group of similar cells builds a tissue. Then different kind of tissues make
Organ.
an organ. Excellent.
Yes.
And each organ in our body has its own
Organ.
job.
Organ system.
Many systems that work together build the organ system. And all the systems together, they
Organism.
work together to build an organism. Okay, before I continue, can you give me examples of body systems? What are different examples of organ systems, of body systems?
Lungs, heart, stomach, large intestine, small intestine.
You are giving names of organs.
Lungs, brain.
حسن يعني lungs والheart والstomach هدول these are organs. أنا بدي names of systems in the body. Systems مثل شو؟
Miss the blood system.
Miss digestive system.
Circulatory system. هيدا the blood system. Bravo. Digestive system.
The circulatory.
Nervous system. Immune system. Respiratory. How do you breathe? You use your respiratory system. What else? What do I say?
Skeletal system.
What?
Skeletal system.
Skeletal system. برافو يا ليا. Skeletal system. هلا ليا ذكرتني كمان بالmuscular system. So too much systems work together in our body to keep us alive and in a healthy way. Okay, and these systems are made or are built with different organs. كمان we have to arrange these من smallest to the largest. يلا, مين is the first one? What is the smallest things of the nucleus? Nucleus is one organelle that in a cell. So this is number one. We will start with the nucleus. But then the nucleus is a part of what? What is number two?
Cells.
The cells. بعدين
muscular tissue.
The muscular tissue.
Tissue. Bravo. لأنه tissues are good cells. Lungs, which are organs.
Lungs, the digestive system.
Digestive system. Bravo. Yeah. Nucleus. Cells.
Yes.
Tissue.
Group of
الأورجن يلي هن اللنgs.
tissue and growth.
Digestive system.
Muscular tissue.
A group of cells is a tissue, but why did you write cheek cells?
A group of cells is a tissue. لأنه هون I gave the example of cells that I gave هو الcheek cells.
Okay.
لحظة. Digestive system. هن in order, I think this is Marwa who asked. In order يا مروة هن nucleus, cells, tissue, organs and system. Okay? بس هون أنا I gave specific examples of cells. يعني I didn't say organ in general. قلت lungs. فأنت you need to know that lungs are organs. You need to know that muscular tissue is a kind of tissue. Okay?
Okay.
يلا. A, B, C, D, E. What is this? What is this? Is it A, B, C?
Isn't this the nurse?
No, look.
Epithelial tissue.
Epithelial, هيدا السكين tissue. And the skin tissue has another name. The skin tissue has another name اللي هو epithelial tissue. The skin is made of epithelial cells. So this is B. It's the epithelial or the skin tissue. What is the job of the skin tissue?
To protect
the muscle.
Inside.
To protect your body, miss.
To protect the body. It lines our bodies and it protects the inside. Yalla, what about the second thing? If this picture isn't clear,
muscle tissue.
Muscular tissue.
muscle tissue.
Muscles are built of muscular tissues. What's the job of the muscular tissues?
It allows movement and
It allows movement. It helps us move. Yalla, what about these? It's a tissue made
nervous
of
tissue.
nervous tissue.
Nervous tissue, which is هيدا C. Nervous tissue. What does nervous tissue do in our body?
It transmits messages to the brain.
It transmits messages from and to the brain. Excellent. Bravo. Yalla. هيدول cells that look like circles.
Bone cells.
And the connective tissues.
Bone.
هيدول bones. D.
Bone and then blood.
مين blood? هيدا ولا the last one?
Last one.
The last one who with the
last
blood.
one, miss.
The last one.
Okay. We talked about bone. We talked about blood. بعد في عندي الcartilage, which is a bit like bones. هيدي الكلمة هون هي and مش are. Okay. Bone and cartilage. So when the cartilage, this is the cartilage. Yes, it's also a connective tissue. It's like bones made of cells, and it's a connective tissue. So هيدي كمان دي. Clear? Inside the body, we have 4 main types of tissues. هن muscular tissue, epithelial tissue, nervous tissue, blood tissue, وعندي أكيد connective tissues. البلد, البون والcartilage هيدول connective tissues. لأنه they are found in the whole body. هودي connective tissues. يلا last question and we're done for today. بعد في عندي 5 minutes. The small intestine is an organ. وهيدا الorgan is found in which body system? مين بيعرف؟ The small intestine is a part of which body system?
The digestive system.
The digestive system. هيدي الثانية, right? It's the digestive system. Our digestive system helps us digest food, helps us eat, and it is made of the mouth, esophagus, stomach, small intestine, and large intestine. هلا small intestine عنده 4 tissues: mucosa, submucosa, muscular layer, and adventitia. The mucosa consists of epithelial cell. وينو الميكوزا هيها؟ هاي epithelial cells. The main functions of this tissue here to absorb and transport nutrients and protect the body from foreign particles, yani viruses, bacteria, and other. submucosa, it supports the mucosa and connected to the muscular layer. بعدين عند muscular layer اللي هي muscular tissue تعمل movement of the small intestine وهيدا for making liquids to help in digestion. Yep.
Miss, I have a question.
Yes, يا لمان.
Are these, is the question 3, is it gonna also come in the quiz, the same thing?
لا أنا I gave you a specific organ and tissues. يعني no need, don't memorize anything in this. أنا بدي تعرفي إنه we have different types of cells. الجروب of same cells بيعملوا لي tissue. عندي different types of tissues مع different functions. Different tissues build an organ. وكمان الأورجنز together they build a body system. يعني ما تحفظي mucosa و submucosa و functions of them. أنا I'm giving examples of an organ found in the body وشو هن ال tissues that build this organ.
I thought we need to
لا don't memorize
it because of the quiz.
No. ما بنحفظ mucosa و submucosa و blah 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 لا بس أنا هون I'm giving a specific example of organ with its tissues. Okay, هون ما بنحفظهم.
Okay.
يلا. What are the names of the small intestine tissues?
Mucosa, some mucosa.
That's right. Bravo.
Miss, muscular
layer and
mucosa.
teeth, yeah.
Submucosa. We just copy the names of the tissues from the text. Muscular layer. وشو عندي adventium.
And
yeah. What's the name of the tissue that consists of epithelial cells? Which one of
mucosa.
the mucosa صح. هلا انتو you are getting this information from the text. We don't memorize this. هيا the mucosa consists of epithelial cells. Okay, مشان هيك I gave this answer right here. What's the function of the epithelial cells in the human body? هيدا you have to memorize it. What's the function of the epithelial cells in the body? What do they do?
To absorb and transport nutrients and protect the body from the regime and
Okay, excellent يا رama. انت هلا you are telling me the function of the epithelial cells inside the small intestine. برافو بس أنا بدي in the human body, in the whole body. The epithelial cells, what do they do in the body?
they protect the inner stuff.
They protect the
body.
inner, or they protect the inside body, and they also line the organs. يعني هن the outside of the organs مثل ما شفنا بالstomach وبالheart. What's the function of the submucosa? Submucosa, and in less than 1 minute.
To support the mucosa and join into the muscular.
Bravo Angelina. هيها. The submucosa supports the mucosa. هيها الfunction. Which type of cells build the muscular layer?
muscular tissue.
Muscular cells. I think I'll lose connection now لأنه خلص الوقت. Thank you for joining me. If you still have